Hello again, everyone. It's Archivist David Thomas at the Crescent Kernow Archives and Cornish Studies Centre at Redruth. Everyone can pinpoint those certain dates in history. And of course, in the 1660s, we have the Great Plague in London in 1665, and then the tumultuous event of the Great Fire of London in 1666. On the table, we have a most marvellous letter written by John Tremaine from London on the 22nd of September 1666, just after the Great Fire, to his father Lewis Tremaine, who was at that time stationed at St Mawes Castle as one of its colonels. He gives a first-hand account, and these are very rare, of the actual proceedings of the fire and the events that took place at the time. We have a transcript of it. The letter is 4 pages, and we have the address on the back where it's sent to his father at St Mawes with his seal. This is the stuff that students of the 17th century find fascinating as original material. But some of the accounts he gives are absolutely incredible. He talks about the blowing up of the houses to provide fire breaks, for example. And then he says that 16 parishes, the whole of 16 parishes are burned, and 2 parishes without the walls. St Paul's Cathedral was also burned, and the heat was so intense, apparently, that the bells melted in the cathedral and ran down the road. And he says heaps of rich cloth and indeed all sorts of wealth lay trodden as dung in the streets. And then perhaps a little known aspect of the Great Fire, which of course started in a bakehouse in Puddingbag Lane, was that other people were engaged in raising fires in this actual event. So what was going on there? And he talks about, I saw one of them taken in the temple garden with fireballs, but would not confess. And he talks about Frenchmen who were dressed up as women, who were going around the city setting fires as well. This person was taken and carried to prison, or cut and slashed by the people. They were so violently bent against the French. Thus have you a brief of the great destruction of this once famous city, which now is in ashes. And it's a really, really good first-hand account. Most of the inner temple is burned, and so is Fleet Street, the Fleet and other prisons, a great part of London Bridge, Baynard's Castle, and almost all the venerable places of the town. As most of the halls, guild halls in short, the fire carried all before it. And he talks about the destruction of the printing establishments near St Paul's Churchyard. It's fascinating stuff. And one of the things that you will find by just looking in some of our family and estate collections here at Crescent Kernow.